So you want to solo flawless Grasp of Avarice. Well, you've come to the right place. Engrams, get familiar with them because they're the primary mechanic of every encounter in this dungeon. You pick up 10, you get free super. You pick up another 10, you get another free super. Abuse this as much as possible because it makes the dungeon an absolute walk in the park. Albeit a park with a concerning amount of spikes, pitfalls and spring traps, of which I have been to many. Pick up like 40 engrams or so and try not to die to bungee physics on the way down. Once in the Navigate the Facility encounter, make sure you know the route. If you don't, you might as well be playing Terraria from the amount of traps you'll be dying to. First encounter. Getting a quick look at the arena, we've got an ogre in the middle, he's not that important, with the two rooms at the side and the crystal at the bottom. The areas in red are where the ogre can typically hit you, so stay as much as you can in the green areas. Invis can be useful if you need to go into a red area for whatever reason. Upon starting, if there are still acolytes on the left side, take them out and remember to deposit the engrams, or you will die to the buff. Rotate anti-clockwise up to this ledge and take out the Scorch Cannon Vandal from behind this box. Go underneath the platform to pick up the cannon. These same steps can be taken every time you need a Scorch Cannon. Go into the rooms, pop a tether and use Null Composure to eliminate the enemies. Take the engrams to the crystal and repeat the same steps for the other side. In terms of damage, on Hunter you should be using everyone's favourite overpowered sword to deal about a third of the boss's health in one phase. Make sure to use Lucent Blade and your tether to get maximum damage. You can also equip Passive Guard as that makes you far safer. Do it 3 times and you're done. Next up, the absolute nightmare of any solo flawless run, the Sparrow section. Just as a precaution, take an Eager Edge sword and Sparrow with a shorter cooldown just in case it gets destroyed. Make sure you refresh your Sparrow at regular intervals to keep it topped up on health. I tend to do this to all the mines. If you're having trouble, there's always the Scourge Sparrow obtainable from the exotic kiosk for far too many spoils. Next encounter. Large sphere, loads of platforms. The servitor that you launch at the shields can spawn on any platform other than the starting and ending ones. There aren't really any tips I can give for this one because it's relatively simple, so we'll move on to the boss. Meet Avarok the Covetous, his first mate, and Parrot. The first mate steals engrams from the floor, much like how real-life pirates work when plundering towns. The Parrot is logically the most dangerous, and can kill you in 2 hits. Much like how real-life pirates work when plundering towns. If you didn't get the message, take out the Parrot right away by grabbing a Scorch Cannon and picking away at its health from afar using fully charged shots. You can then take your time shooting down the engrams, collecting as many as you can and depositing them into the crystal. For your information, the ads on the right spawn here, the ads in the middle spawn there somewhere, and the ads on the left spawn here, so feel free to spawn trap them with grenades. Once DPS starts, make sure you have Charge with Light for Lucent Blade, tether the boss and deal as much damage as you can. After DPS, the Parrot will spawn again, so make sure you take it out before getting any of the engrams again. In one phase you can hypothetically do a third of the damage, but typically it'll be a 4 phase, meaning it can take upwards of 30 minutes for just this encounter alone. Good luck!